Hello, Divine here. Welcome back to yet another episode of my style evolution. In this episode, you're going to talk about the last third of 2020, and this is the period where I was trying to get back on my feet, or rather, I was just trying to survive and to stay sane as much as I could. I was fighting depression with every fiber in my body, so I was trying to show up in different ways to different people so that I couldn't be isolated so much. And the first thing I did to get out of my funk and self-pity was to look back at what progress I had made early 2020, and I went back to my archives and saw what I was trying to do with my life, and I said this is just what I'm gonna continue. I'm here so I can continue from where I am. I don't have to be in Nairobi to work on myself. I'm here, so I'll continue with the process of trying to work on myself. But this time it was way harder because I felt like I was starting from zero again. Like I told you, the only things I carried were the pieces I had made. So the first thing I did was to shoot them in a very good way, in a very nice way. And so I went to work. I'll show here some of the pictures that I took. I wanted to capture the beauty of the pieces that I had made and remind myself of the beauty that I am, the beauty that I can make. And so I went to work. I took my phone, tried a few things, and finally came up with these few photos that I had took here. And these photos are special. These pieces are special to me. I still have them. I wanted to continue from where I left with the things I had here now and the situation I am in here now. Another thing that I did this year, I started going to help my mom in her shop. All my siblings were going, so I decided to join them so like at least I can spend more time with them and more time out of the house. So in this period, since I was going out of the house, I was forced to dress up and look presentable. I started creating my closet slowly again. At first, I used to make the things that I could get work for me. Slowly, I started finding myself gravitating towards other type of clothing. Like number one, my head wrap game just stayed constant. That's one thing I maintained. I thought that was one signature look that I could carry on and it looked different and good on me. I mostly wore my pieces, my earrings, and took photos and just felt good in them. I just wanted to feel good. I just did everything that made me feel good. There is a way I wanted people to see me because there is a way I believed I was. So that is what I was just trying to portray out there. I didn't want to portray my mood and how I was feeling about myself then. 2020 was the birth of Divine African Femininity. To me, Divine African Femininity was the beginning of sharing everything that I had learned about womanhood and femininity. After I started doing my research and learning about femininity, it filled so many blank spaces in my head. I started understanding why I was feeling the way I was feeling. I started understanding why I wanted what I wanted, and I started understanding what would give me the satisfaction that I was looking for. So my social media platform was I wanted to share the things I was learning. I wanted to connect with like-minded women, African women who are comfortable in their femininity, who are thriving in their womanhood, and just learn from them. I started my social media also to showcase my pieces. To me, it was creating is part of myself, and I wanted to show myself and express myself through making videos, showing people my craft, my pieces. That was the birth of DAF, Divine African Femininity, and it grew to Rapudo now. This is me on a broken bridge, a photo of me on a broken bridge. This broken bridge is also a very important part of my growth in 2020. I don't know why I thought if I use that bridge I'd fall, yet other people were using that bridge and not falling. I don't know. So for me to get past my fears, having the courage to do the things I wanted to do, even in fear, I thought that if I did something that required courage physically, I could train my brain to be more courageous and be more daring. I used to follow this bridge all the time, scared. The more I used the bridge, I found that mentally I became less scared. I became more daring. Since I started my social media platform, I wanted to create content for my social media. I had a thing for styling, and so I wanted to practice my styling skills. And for me to practice my styling skills, I needed to dress up for the camera and create content for my Instagram and Facebook. This is my first attempt at photo shoot. I had this white shirt. There were two baggy shirts. There were one denim and one white button down shirt. I had so many different ways I would want to wear this shirt. I told my brother to help me take. So these were actual staged photo shoot. They were really nice. You can see I was even trying two bells. I was going crazy. Another thing about this time was that I wanted to think outside the box. I wanted to do things that I hadn't done before. I just did every crazy thing that popped in my head. Also, this was another photo shoot. I found this vintage blouse that was really nice. So my style during this era was I wanted to continue from where I left, so I wore blouses a lot. I love this blouse. This blouse was amazing. I bought some really printed blouse. Oh, come on, this blouse was really amazing. I loved it. I still wore my trench coats, my one and only trench coat. I wore it to death. I wore that a lot. I wore baggy shirts, like button down shirts. I wore them so much. I tried wearing colors because I wanted to cheer myself up, and I found that white and bright colors just cheered me, just changed my mood. Pink was one of my colors that I love. You show here some pink pieces and some pink sweater top. Also introduced this white shirt in my closet. This white shirt is significant. I wore it until it wasn't white anymore, and I stopped wearing it. I love this blue dress. I love this. It's a high neck. It's just a beautiful dress. And also this dress, there's so many ways you can style it. My shoe game, really, first I didn't have any shoes, only had my one sneakers. I added some sandals. You can see I added some sandals into my look. I added more sneakers. Boots was my thing. I mean, Kisumu is hot as hell. Even it's really hot right now, but somehow I just still love boots. I still just wanted to buy boots. So these brown boots were the first boots I bought. I really love them. They were real leather brown boots that I needed to polish. I love them, love them. I also bought these black ones. These black ones were nice. I started another skirt collection. So I had this maxi green skirt that is really beautiful, and it had these dainty flowers that I loved. It was bold, it was colorful, and I was trying to be bolder and more colorful. And the more I did these things, the more I found that it just adjusted my mood. I started being happier. I started being more lively. I tried monochromatic looks. I tried all white, all black. I wore graphic t-shirts. Another color that I found that I wore so much in this time was red. I had this red shirt that I loved. Like, it was a red silk. It was a shirt that I loved so much. I could belt it. I could tuck it in. I could partially tuck it in. I could wear it with anything, and I loved it so much. I wore denim a lot. I loved denim. I wore these mommy jeans. I wore tight jeans. I wore dungarees. Also dungarees are some of the things that I maintained wearing. I had these two. I went on a hunt for a blazer. I've been looking for a blazer for a long time. My sister took a photo of me in the market trying on this blazer, and it was a significant part of my style since then, because every outfit I was creating in my head included this blazer. I'll show you here several ways I have styled this blazer so many times, and wore it back to front, belted it, wore it as a dress, wore it on top of dresses, wore it with shorts. Another piece that I introduced in 2020 that was significant was a corset. I found this corset, these lingeries, or these, how do we call them? I'll Google and put another name for them here. I started layering more, like I could wear a corset on top of a baggy t-shirt. I could wear a dress on top of like a pull neck, like a long sleeved pull neck, to give me a different thing. And with this era, I found that my style was a blend of masculine and feminine mixture, because I was started to get more comfortable with being feminine again. One thing that I needed to buy was a tripod, because I realized my brother is not such a good cameraman. So I invested in a good tripod, and this is the first time I bought this tripod. I was so excited. It was one of the significant things that I did in 2020. I started creating content indoors, and with this tripod, one thing that I realized, oh, my chocolate. With this tripod, I realized making videos and taking pictures wasn't easy. Finding the best lighting, best angle. After you realize all the photos that I'm showing you, I don't have a head. Because for a creative person, you need to fail. Failing is part of learning. Failing is how you figure things out. Finding something to figure out, something to do, gave me a reason to wake up in the morning for myself for once. I started looking forward to another day. Another significant thing that happened was I bought my first set of crafting equipment. I use wires to create my pieces. And for me to bend wires and manipulate wire, I need some tools. This first toolkit, it was a milestone in my craft area, because I could create again. And the day I sat down and started creating again, it was a cathartic moment. It was a long-awaited moment. It was like I can create again. I was so happy and thrilled that I could create again. I was scavenging for beads here and there, looking for beads and just arranging them in a nice way so that it would encourage me to create. It wasn't too intimidating. When things are disorganized and things are everywhere, I get intimidated and I avoid creating. But when I organize them in a very simple way and differentiate every bead and put them in a simple way, I'm encouraged to create. Also this year, since I had my tripod, I used to create pieces and shoot them in my tiny studio in my mom's balcony where I am right now, and create videos for Instagram, and it just kept me busy. For a minute there, I forgot that my life is trash, and just woke up and started living again. I started enjoying life. I remember, I'll show you some photos here of some pieces that I really created. I found these paper clips, like colorful paper clips, that I used to manipulate and turn them into these beautiful earrings and beautiful nose rings and beautiful hair accessories. I'll show you photos here, and they were colorful and they were playful, and I just love the fact that I could just play. I'll show you my first attempt at officially shooting my pieces on. I used to just shoot my pieces when I'm not wearing, but I started wearing it and styling it in a way that was really nice. And these were the first photo shoot session that I had, and this was the first time I realized this is it. My mom's balcony is the best lighting place, and I started coming to shoot here frequently and made it my studio. I was the creator, I was the model, I was the camera guy, I was everything. Made a lot of mistakes, several mistakes, but in the making of the mistakes, I started finding my foot, finding how to manipulate my camera, how to pose and position. I started becoming more daring with my shoots. Taking photos gave me the courage to think outside the box. Back to front was my thing. Wearing things, especially shirts and blazers, I liked wearing them back to front. It's just another thing, it's just easier. And remember, I'm just doing things outside the box, so wearing things back to front was a big thing. I used to wear like a dress with a skirt. I'll show you different weird things that I created because I wanted to do anything, because now I had the platform. Style was also art. I could create beautiful images that were not practical in real world, but they were they were beautiful to look at. With time, I became more comfortable in front of the camera. I wasn't shy. I started taking care of myself again. This was the time I saved some coins and bought my first skincare product. I bought a body scrub, I bought shea butter, I bought some moisturizing cream, I bought some clay masks, essential oils. Hey, I miss this. This was a lavender essential oil. I continue with the journey of taking care of myself. I bought a new phone. I bought this phone that I'm using right now. I remember I had saved for a while, and around September, I went to Safaricom shop and I knew the exact phone that I wanted. A phone with a good camera and good storage, like good camera, like actual camera, without all those weird filters and everything. This is a photo of me from the Safaricom shop that day. Very thrilled, very eager to start my new journey. As you can see, 2020 was a roller coaster. It had ups and downs, and I appreciate it so much because sitting here looking back, I'm like, I'm strong, I'm daring, I am brave, I try, and I'm so proud of myself because nothing can knock me down now. Even if something knocks me down, I am 100% sure that I'll get up again. That lesson that I learned in 2020 is ask for help. I learned how to appreciate help. I learned how to appreciate other people in my life. I survived on my mom helping me out. I survived on my sister finding pieces for me. I survived on my brother looking out for me. That I survive on my small bro keeping me company as I should. That's what I survive on. As an artist and a creative person, you need outside validation. As much as you think this is great, you feel even better when other people validate your work and support you and believe in you. So like now, my family believes in me. They know I can do this. They know I've been doing this. They know I love this. They are rooting for me. They want it to work, and I love them so much. And yeah, so that's it for this video. Let me go get some food to eat, drink some water, and rest. So TTYL.